Alright, this is an updated version of my last video. This is my '01 Bullitt, number 636. For the most part, I've kept it stock on the outside, along with a couple of small details that I've added to myself. Mostly just tinted headlights and taillights. Just did that last night. Didn't buy them. Actually, those are the stock headlights and taillights that I just took and put some of the VHT nightshades on. And I mean, it looks just as good if you'd have bought them. So I think that was money pretty well spent, and time was well worth it. I mean, the quality, obviously enough with OEM, is probably about as good as it's going to get as far as the plastic goes. Yeah, I've enjoyed this car a lot. I mean, my dad bought it back in '01 off the showroom floor whenever I was only 10 years old, and I remember him getting it. As you can see, even with the lights on, they're still plenty bright enough. I mean, can't get much better. Excuse the mess, I haven't actually had the chance to clean my car out recently. Had to say though, I wish I had done it a long time ago, because tinted out taillights and headlights have always been something I've been wanting to do. I just didn't think I'd ever have the money for it, and finally I just sucked it up one day and did it. And God, they are just plain out sexy as hell during the middle of the day. I mean, dark green car with black taillights and headlights, it just looks so sinister. And to top it all off, I just got this off of eBay about a week ago. This is not actually just plastic. That is actually hand-laid fiberglass from CDC Customs. That's Classic Design Concepts, just for those of y'all that don't know. They've actually discontinued that part. I ran across it on eBay. It was actually a lot cheaper to buy that part off of eBay and get a better quality one than it would be to go to American Muscle, CJ Pony Parts, any of them, to actually get the Mach 1 Grilled Elite kit. Let's see. Video's gonna gotta be of the sky, but this is mostly just to get the full brunt of the exhaust, since I've tuned it up a little bit. I've had my neighbors tell me that they hate me because of that exhaust, because I'm in junior college right now and I have to leave at like 6:30 in the morning, because my class is about 30 minutes away from where I live, so I actually have to get there on time, which starts at about 7:30, and their jobs don't start till like 11 or 12 midday. They're both nurses, so they work late into the evening and then go in the afternoons. So they've actually told me personally to keep it down when I leave in the mornings. Do you think I do? Hell no. But as you can see, stock Bullitt Mustang engine with a couple of new accoutrements. Obviously enough, I've got the Excel plugs. You can't see it, but my throttle body, I've actually taken off and completely honed it out, polished it to mirror. I've got the K&N, cold air intake, not really functional in my opinion, just for the fact that engine heat, I would have been better off getting one that actually goes into the inner fender well right here. Thinking about going with a JLT Ram air intake. Hopefully that might do a little bit better. I have to say I noticed the difference whenever I put that on, but I feel like it would probably be a lot more noticeable if I didn't go with that brand after. But you would expect a whole lot more from K&N. But this is my baby. For those of you who might think that right there is actually blasphemy, it actually has a good story behind it. I own a CBR 900RR Fireblade, and I like to represent everything that I drive, whether it's Ford, Honda, and some of y'all probably would actually hate me for this, but I also own a 1965 Stingray with a 383 stroker and a Hurst 4-speed short throw shifter. And I have to say, even though it's a Chevy, I gotta love it. Final piece of the car that I've actually done recently is this. This is a godsend to me. You know, I've upgraded my fuel pump, I've upgraded the coils and everything like that, and I never noticed a difference in it, hardly at all. But the second I put that tuner to it, straight out of the box, just felt so much more alive. I don't know, I mean, I talked to a couple of the representatives at Predator, told them, you know, what all I've done to my car, and they got me a little tune just fixed up specifically for it. And God, I have to say, the power increase was just tremendous. I mean, I felt so much better about it. And just to prove it, I've actually gone against Challengers, Camaros, not the SRT8 Challenger, but just the RT V8s, and I have to say there wasn't even a comparison. I don't think you'll be able to see it, but my dumbass decided when I was going to swap out my gears, I was going to paint the rear end cover to match the car. Funny thing, Bullets actually sit lower than most Mustangs because of the sport tuned suspension and everything like that. But even though it is a Bullitt, even still, if it was just a standard GT, you would not be able to see that cover. So that was just kind of a wasted time, money, effort, all that good jazz. But what's under the cover is what matters more than anything else to me, is the fact that I put a set of 410 gears, and gas mileage really didn't go all down that far. I mean, at 70 miles an hour, I'm turning right at 2,500 RPM. So 500 RPM difference between 327s and 410s. I think that is really worth maybe losing maybe 3 miles per gallon. I don't know. But I have to say though, this car, I mean, I've been making it my own since I got it when I was 16. Sad thing is when I first drove it to school, my freshman year, this happens. Some guy in a white Camaro sideswiped me in the parking lot and decided he wanted to move down another 3 spots. And when I came out, he was the only white car around me and swears up and down that he did not do that. But there's still chips of white in the paint. It just, I really wanted to say something else about it, but I didn't really feel like getting kicked out of school over it. So let's just say he wound up with a flat tire one day after class and doesn't know where it happened. But alright, if I do anything else, keep you posted. Thanks.